The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
To throw on second is Watson. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. Third down here.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Three down. Set. Blue 80.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Hey, here we go. 186.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The 4-time All-Pro, J.J. Watt. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. They're able to locate Wilson. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained. Play stands.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. This is Scarborough. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. They were in the 4-3. Mike linebacker made a great tackle.
And when that happens, generally it means that the guys up front, the 4 down defensive linemen, have absorbed all the blockers and allowed him to run free to the football. He ends up with a textbook tackle.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Watson now on 2nd down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Sean, I need a solid game from you, bro.
Take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for 2nd down. So they have the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Black 22! Black 22!
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Faking the give. Now Watson. He's letting this one go. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they get a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a hit. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Interception.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it.
He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So
95 brace Cowboy territory now. Here's first and 10 down at the 31.
Oh, that's a mismatch.
Now a first down throw. Watson. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a first and 10 at the 15. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
This nigga fuck around and have a broken cotton ball or something.
Now Foreman. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And Aguayo able to knock it through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard.
Ain't nothing to see here, fellas.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. It's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go play action here on first.
Get him! Get him!
The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Christian Covington coming up the middle, gets him there.
See you out there, clown. You call it that sack.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. A second down throw for Prescott. That'll be caught by the rookie. It's Michael Gallup. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Clowney! There go that man, mama. There go that man.
Coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. They punted 3 times in a loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Brian gotta go. He ain't doing nothing for me.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to let this one
get it
deep. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't.
What? What? I ain't said nothing.
Now it's 3rd.
Bullshit ass stock playbook, bro. God damn, this shit trash.
The Texans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
A play fake. Now Webb.
Oh, pop is wide open.
Sacked back at the 46. Randy Gregory able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. The punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
I don't know.
They'll start things on 1st down.
There you go, Clowney.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Flash. We'll take it.
Yeah, that'll be accepted,
Dak
of
rattle
course,
back
so
up.
that moves him back 5.
Got a little Dak rattle. Stretch. Oh, yeah, he coming. I believe he coming.
It's Scarborough again.
There you go.
And he'll get this one across the 20, but only
Shit,
up
JJ.
to about the 21. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not
Oh,
going to
how
have
you get
success
there?
against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
It's coming now.
They run. This is Scar.
Woo!
And he'll push his way up to about
Won't
the
fit.
44 here. Andre Howell, the one to bring him down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd down, Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. 1:53 ticks left to go in this first half.
Kareem.
We're back to Houston after this timeout. Here's Foreman. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Off-play action, it's Webb. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Texans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Off-play action. Webb. Found his target is Anderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Texans. Steven Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. Aguayo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Come on, defense. Don't let up.
The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can.
Oh, yeah. Defensive play.
Interception. Picked off by Andre Howe. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. This quarterback now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a first down. On 1st and 10, Webb. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jamarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get it. And that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Flex round! Flex round!
To throw on second down, here's Webb. Looking for the end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Flex round! Flex round!
Out of the gun, it's Webb. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Aguayo's kick is good. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans. All right, hang on, we'll jump over halftime.
Get the ball back and go slow.
The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Completes it to Austin. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now Scarborough. And he's
get the ball out of there.
Down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. Now a play fake here on first down. And nearly another interception.
Damn,
They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
Like a
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete there.
Penalty!
He's taken down for a
There go that man.
Back at the 47-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
There that man, mama.
And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun.
Get it out of there. Good play. Good play, rookie. Good play, rookie.
Now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. Webb rolling to his left.
Oh, that's a late hit.
This one go for Fuller. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
See you out there, Will.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage. They also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Off play action. Webb. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Prescott down. Looking left side, and he's got
Whitney
Thompson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Keep that outside on free, Clowney.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
That's where I need you at.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Thompson.
Ooh, that's where I
They give
wanted
him
to be.
13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen, but everyone's talking.
Clowney.
And now here's another interception. Picked up
Clowney.
27.
That's what we wanted, boy. That's what I'm talking about, nigga.
Check my math, but it is now 8 between last week and this week.
That's what the hell I'm talking about, nigga.
I didn't worry about double checking it, but the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad
Throw that reel out there.
they're trying
Throw
to
that
figure out
reel.
what they can do to change
reel
it,
him
and
in.
sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Flex round! Flex round!
Off the play fake. Webb. Able to get away. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Take off, man.
Down it's Webb. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Miller. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Flex round! Flex round!
On 2nd down, Webb. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now. The Texans on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception,
good play out there, Cliff.
The drive,
good play, Cliff.
No good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Prescott now on 2nd down. Catch made right side by Wilson.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Prescott.
Let's go.
And my goodness,
Let's go.
Another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Nigga say my user skills is washed up.
This week he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding what receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
Shit, Rook.
Flex round! Flex round!
Rookie say he can make plays too. Fuck you mean, ball?
Let's go!
Now a first down throw. Webb. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
Yeah, now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Drive starts on the ground with Scarborough.
Can't run without those.
They'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Can't run without those, fellas.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Chill ass oh, hasn't come.
Prescott to throw it. And he completes it to
Fumble.
Wilson. And a loose football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and
bring that ass. Yeah, boy.
hold it up as an example.
Hey, man.
I mean, you talk about
Hey, he wasn't
frustrating
down,
all
coach.
the way through. And that last error,
He wasn't down, cook.
I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Following the fumble recovery, Webb under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Tyrone Crawford able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Ohio!
To throw on 2nd down, Webb. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 7. Webb now from the gun. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously
Need that shutout, fella.
been the final nail to
Need
finish
that
this thing off,
motherfucking shutout.
but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not
Goddamn
mission
me.
accomplished, it's darn close.
And out now come the Cowboys. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word.
I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what is symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word and I just kept using it.
Prescott now from the 50. And now he has another interception. He's picked up just shy of midfield.
Oh, that nigga clowney hurt, bro.
To the 41-yard line.
Oh, my God. This nigga finna be out 10 weeks, huh?
Off-play action. Webb. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
We can't take no more injuries, bro. We can't take no more.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Ohio! Ohio!
And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. That's going to leave him with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw on second down. Webb. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back.
Get out that in, Miller.
This one down near the
Pull the ass out there, Cole.
23 yards on the play. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! White 90! White 90! Cut!
That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. To throw on second down. Webb. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Go,
Steven
man.
Anderson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And now it's blocked. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. Set to return now. Here's Deontay Thompson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
You can go home.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge.
We can't let him get a free pass, Clowney.
Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something.
Got me, damn it.
But some teams like to do something at the end.
Let
to
that
feel
nigga
a
get
little bit
shit,
better
Cole.
Yeah.
as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Looking to throw. Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down.
Howdy. Get your motherfucking ass in there.
Jonathan Allen able to drop him for a loss of 4.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And the hit jarred it loose.
Man,
it's incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the gun. Here's
good play, boy.
Couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game. And to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one meal here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll get this one out to about his 14.
Good game, my nigga.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. The storyline of this one, Charles, the number 0, zilch.
Good shutout, fellas.
A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is.
Number 1 defense, man.
Because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for Houston, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.
Step up, Nick.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women.
Get y'all motherfucking me ass off my damn screen, cuz. Get y'all ass off my